Something big is coming, Bears fans. Are you ready to face the hard truth about another hit to our defense? Our key player in the secondary has been placed on the injury list with a concerning concussion. Yes, you read that right. This could have a huge impact on the upcoming showdown against Green Bay, a rival that shows no mercy. This isn't just another blow, it's a wake-up call to the challenges our defense is up against. But that's not all, the offensive line is under fire. The numbers don't lie, and the stats put our line at one of the worst levels this season. It's a problem that doesn't just mess with every pass, but leaves the team exposed to an unstoppable attack. Can the new coordinator's scheme change the game? And lastly, we can't ignore the tension in the air from comments coming out of Green Bay. The rivalry is at an all-time high, and the statements from both sides have only added fuel to the fire. Our frontline players are holding strong, not giving in to the taunts, but how much longer can they hold back from responding on the field? This Sunday isn't just another game, it's a chance to redeem ourselves. Seriously now, how many more hits can we take? Today, I'm bringing you news that has us all on high alert. Brisker, a warrior on our defense, has officially been placed on the reserve list due to a concussion. Yes, you heard that right, out again because of this kind of injury. How much can this player handle? Are we possibly witnessing the beginning of the end for such a promising talent? I think we have something serious to talk about here, so listen up, because this goes beyond just one game. Since Brisker suffered this concussion in the game against Carolina on October 6th, he hasn't returned to the field. And it's not the first time this has happened. This is his third concussion in 3 consecutive seasons, and we're talking about a young player. First, it was in 2022 against Atlanta, then another one last year, and now this. This should be raising all kinds of alarms. And let me tell you this, it's not just Brisker's safety at stake, it's the state of our team, our defense, and, frankly, our future. What's the impact of losing Brisker? Look, this isn't just another absence. We're losing a key piece in our secondary, and now Elijah Hicks is stepping in to cover his spot. No doubt, Hicks has potential, but does he really have what it takes to fill those shoes in such a critical moment of the season? Honestly, I'm not entirely convinced, so now I ask you, do you really think we're ready to face the Packers without Brisker leading our secondary defense? We can't ignore what this type of injury means, not just for the player, but for the team as a whole. If we have a weakened defense, we pay for it on every single play. Every game without a cornerstone like Brisker leaves us more vulnerable, and that's a problem that goes beyond schemes or strategies. This is a deeper issue about how our team is taking care of its players. Or are we letting our warriors wear down without ensuring their long-term well-being? It's not just our defense that's feeling it. The offense, folks, is hanging by a thread too. Just look at the stats. Our offensive line has hit a new low. A new low. What are the numbers telling us? That we're not protecting or attacking the way we should. There's the key, quick passes and creating options so that Caleb Williams, when the time comes, can be effective. But no, we're still stuck in the same rut. So I ask you all, are we going to keep waiting for a miracle, or are we going to push for decisions to be made now? So, what are we going to do about the health of our players? Darrell Taylor and our tackles Darnell Wright and Braxton Jones are also in doubt, dealing with knee issues. Not to mention others like Kieran Amagaji and Tevin Jenkins. Are we about to witness a major downfall from not having a solid and healthy team in the upcoming games? Montez Sweat, our all-around defender, has been off the field. Yep, you heard it right. He wasn't at Wednesday's practice. But the good news seems to be that he's coming back today, Thursday, or is he? And I ask you, are we going to see him back in action at 100%? With that leg injury that's had him on the sidelines, I think we're all hoping it's not something that will limit him for the rest of the season. Look, when we talk about Montez Sweat, we're talking about one of the big guys, the one who's been making an impact on our defense ever since he signed that big money deal last year. But here's the thing, in 17 games with the Bears, the guy has 9.5 sacks, 9 tackles for loss, and 21 quarterback hits. Sure, those are solid numbers, but we know they could be better. Didn't we all expect more from him this year? I'm telling you, we did. But here we are, seeing that he only has 3.5 sacks this season, and I ask you, are the injuries affecting him more than they're letting on? Defensive coordinator Eric Washington has said they plan to get him involved, but always with caution. And I get that, no one wants to see him out any longer. But here's the dilemma. Right at this point in the season, when we're going up against the Packers, we need Sweat at full strength. The defense has improved since he came last year. He transformed our defense, gave us the boost we desperately needed. But without him at 100%, you can feel the absence. Now, check this out. Pro Football Focus ranks him as the 40th best edge defender out of 112 players. Not bad, but come on. Traditional stats don't do him justice. I think we need to see him make big plays, sack the QB, destroy the opposing game. And yes, I'm jumping ahead here and asking you, how much longer are we willing to wait to see Sweat perform at his best? The Bears are at a point where every decision matters. Our team needs all the momentum it can get, and a healthy, strong, and determined Montez Sweat could be the difference. I'm telling you, if this guy is on the field Sunday against Green Bay, we've got a shot. Because there's nothing more motivating for a player than knowing all of Chicago is behind him, demanding, waiting, and supporting. So, here's my question for you. Do you think Sweat will overcome his injury issues and become the anchor of this defense that we all need? Let's talk about DJ Moore. It turns out Xavier McKinney, a recent addition to the Packers, decided to throw some low blows. He said Moore left the field during a play. What? And I ask you, is this what we need right now? Insults from a rookie on the rival team? Look, I've seen Moore in action, and his commitment to the team is crystal clear. If he left the field, it's because something was going on. But of course, McKinney wants to stoke the fire, and we'll answer that on the field. Moore simply said, if he wants me there, I'm there. Isn't that the attitude we want to see? A player who lets his work speak for itself. And of course, we couldn't leave out the provocation from Jaire Alexander, another Packers player. When asked about Green Bay fans' complaints about their team's performance, he dropped this gem. I always say it could be worse. I could be a Bears fan. I tell you this, what are the Packers implying? That we've resigned ourselves to losing? That we've accepted our position? Because I guarantee you, just like me, no Bears fan thinks that way. Jalen Johnson made it clear. He feels the frustration of the 10-game losing streak, and who wouldn't? But instead of falling into provocations, Johnson responds with respect. Yes, he acknowledges Love's mistakes, the Packers quarterback, but he also knows that anything can happen. That's the type of smart, controlled approach we need on a team that has been through so much. Johnson recognizes LaFleur's talent, the Packers coach, and acknowledges that his creativity is something to watch out for. Now, with Thomas Brown taking the reins as the new offensive coordinator, can we expect a change? I ask you, when was the last time we saw the Bears run a smooth, fast-paced offense? That's what we need for this game. Caleb Williams, our quarterback, has to get rid of the ball quickly and read the game with precision. But here's the issue, our offensive line. The numbers don't lie, and they say we're at rock bottom according to analytics. So, Bears fans, I tell you this is the time to face the Packers with everything we've got. Will it be easy? No. Can we afford to keep letting Green Bay control this rivalry? Absolutely not. I know there's frustration. I know we're tired of watching the Packers strut around. But this Sunday, we need to go all in. It's time to respond on the field and prove that this streak ends here and now. So now I ask you, do you think DJ Moore and Jalen Johnson can make a difference this Sunday and put an end to this losing streak? Bears Nation! The situation with our key players is at a critical point. With Darrell Taylor, Darnell Wright, Braxton Jones, Kieran Amagaji, and Tevin Jenkins dealing with injuries, the question is clear. How do you think this will impact our team in the upcoming games? Are we looking at a drop in performance, or will we overcome this hurdle and keep pushing forward? Drop your thoughts in the comments. On another note, let's talk about Montez Sweat, who's battling his own injuries. But do you think he can become the defensive anchor we desperately need? Will he power through his physical issues and lead our defense to victory? We want to hear your take. Drop a comment now. And lastly, our Warriors DJ Moore and Jalen Johnson are gearing up for the next challenge. Bears Nation, do you think they have what it takes to break this losing streak and bring a win home this Sunday? Can they make a difference on the field? Show your confidence in them in the comments. If you're a true Bears fan, this is your community, one big family of die-hard supporters. Join us, hit that subscribe button, and be a part of this movement. Don't miss out on the conversation. Hit like, subscribe, and stay up to date with everything going on with our team. Bear down!